Howdy, folks. It's Sunday, December 9, 10, or 11, I'm not sure. What you're looking at is a window opening. We had decided to not have 4 sets of French doors, but instead just 2. So there's a window opening, set of French doors, and a window opening. And up there is the 2 trapezoid windows we'll be ordering. We're gonna order those on Monday. So it's Sunday and I'm listening to Packer pregame. If you listen carefully, there it is. But here's our view out the living room window. There's a ladder because I'm putting up soffits over the living room. There's what it looks like sort of close up, and there's what it looks like before you put any soffits up. The soffits have taken quite a while because it's up and down. I'll bet you one day last week I was up and down on the ladder 100 times between measure, cut, come back, climb up, and install. But here's those vents. And then, so every one of these boards is an individual spacer board. I've got in the middle, on one end, and on the other. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boards in between. Once they're pin nailed and dried, then I put screen over it. And then when it's done, when I get the screen on, then I put this hardware mesh on, and that goes over it to keep any determined critters from coming in. And then here's what they look like on the back. And then I take what you saw there and I put it in a frame that I build, and then I nail it on either side. So this is what it looks like. You notice this is redder than this, and that's because that's made out of new wood. This is made out of the wood that came out of the house, and that wood is about 50 years old. It's got a lot more patina to it and the like. So Linda was down this morning helping me, and I needed help on putting up 3 of the boards, but then she goes home because she gets ready for the supper for tonight, buys groceries, makes the food and all. But Linda's been, I think I told you all in one of my either writings or videos, she's been doing all the wiring. So she put in all the boxes. They're all at the same height, and then she drilled all these holes. I asked her this week, she had a pretty nasty looking wound with a big bandage on it, and she wouldn't tell me, but what I found out is it's from drilling these holes that the wire goes through. And so, she can drill through these ones that are single studs, but when you get to going through 3 or more, we don't have enough room. So what we'll do is, like where we have this 3-ganger, we'll, probably feed whatever's behind there from here, which is on the garage wall, and we'll go up the garage wall, come through there, and then come over the top of these ceiling trusses, and then come down and hook into that. That's what we'll do. It takes more wire, but if we can't get through the 3-gangers, that's the only way to do it. So she's been doing that. You can see I have 3 boxes for can lights. So that's 24. I've got another box over there for 30, and I got 3 at home. I've got enough. I've got 48 can lights. In this room alone, which is the living room, we'll probably have 24. When we get into the great room with the cathedral ceiling, we'll probably have 6 or 8 of them in here. And then, of course, in the kitchen area here, we've got to figure out where to place them and the like. But anyways, Linda's doing the laboring part on that. Yesterday we put on some plywood, 4x8 sheets of plywood, put some hinges on them, and that's our door to keep the winds out from the door opening. We did that over here as well on the garage door, because this week what we're going to do, this week or maybe next week, we're going to put some like tie back across this opening on these garage doors to cut down on the wind. So we'll have that. Then the, looking at it from the street, there's the blue room there, that's the study. But looking at the house from the street, we've got a hip roof and then a gable here. And then, of course, that's the entry. What we're going to do is put up some corner pieces all around the house, which will give it a little bit of bump out character. And then you can see the ledger board I have on the bottom and the one on the top. Now there's a space on the top, and so what we'll do is I've done this today. I've cut some 1-inch strips off of some 2x4s, and I'll nail those right up in there. And then what we'll do is there will be a board that goes from there, butts up to the soffits. And that 1-inch board will stick out. It'll give us something to nail to. So I'll have to put that all around the house. This is our entryway. To be done here is we have to sheathe, and then we'll put the tongue and groove in. We'll have a post from there down to there, and a column or post, whatever you want to call it, from there down to there. So I won't be able to finish off the 1x4 lumber in there, but it'll at least give us some direction to go. I won't fill this in, but I will be able to do that little piece on the outside, and I'll be able to do this yet, which I haven't done. We have the trailer back. I was going to put that door there in for the entry to the house. My friend Mike gave it to me to use, and because I have some peculiar framing over there, I wasn't able to do it. Now I'll take that 1-inch strips like I was talking about and run that all along here, and we'll so that we can cover that area. I'm hoping that before John is done, he can help me frame out these corners and then get these trim boards on the bottom and the top. They're 16 feet long, inch thick, 12 inches wide, and they are heavy. So it's something that I know I can't really rely on Linda for. So hopefully we'll get that done. That'll, just make it look that much closer to being finished. I've been working on this. Started that last Sunday. Got the soffits on, the vents, 2 vents. It looks real nice, but now I'm at the point where I need another 28-foot ladder. Linda's gonna get one this afternoon from our daughter and son-in-law, and then we'll be able to put it up right in place where that one is, because it's too high to reach, and just too frickin' dangerous. Linda's been taping some of the Tyvek that was recently put on. She's done with that. Put another sheet of plywood up as our door, and I just use regular 4x8 sheets. Nothing fancy. It just, I'll put a spring on it, and then I don't even know if I'll ever put a hasp on for a lock. But anyways, this is our basement. This would be the family room. There's the pile of wood, which is the flooring and maple and cherry and the like. I put down some plywood because I have to cut big long boards. Like this 2x4 is 16 feet long, and I have to cut 1-inch strips for those that I was explaining before. And I had my saw over there always, and from the post to the edge of the concrete is too narrow, so I had to jimmy jack it through between the wood and that post, but it worked. And there's my little ramp to get it down onto here. So you know, this, I don't have Tyvek under that window yet. These will get installed. Like I say, we're going to make our order tomorrow. They'll get installed. They'll probably be delivered in a month to 2 months. So we'll have a lot of the winter without them. I'll be working down here. Our plan is right now to get a lot of that electrical done upstairs. Anything that's in the ceiling, so that we can have ceiling drywall put on, and then have our roof blown, and then we'll have to address the walls later on. So anyways, this is the new workshop. Just a move to give me longer distance from where I was over there over to here. Thanks for watching.